There's a moment in every journey when you stare at that course outline, paralyzed, unsure, doubting yourself. You think, can I really master this? What if I told you that Chapter 1 of ACCA MA isn't just another chapter? It's a secret blueprint that 80% of students either misunderstand or completely overlook. That same 80% end up stuck, overwhelmed, and stuck in a cycle of rereading without progress. But you, right now, have the chance to break free. Imagine starting this course not just prepared, but empowered. What if one afternoon of deep, targeted learning could unlock clarity, control, and confidence, turning that dread into excitement? Today, we're revealing the hidden key to mastering ACCA's Management Accounting. Chapter 1, setting a foundation so strong that every subsequent topic turns into a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. You deserve this, because once you grasp it, every formula, every concept becomes a friend, not a foe. Welcome to Education Bench, where ambitious students like you get clear, no-fluff breakthroughs in professional exams. We don't just teach, we empower you to think smarter and rise faster. 1. The hidden core. Why? Chapter 1 is a game changer. Let's start with some raw truth. Most students treat Chapter 1, Introduction to Management Accounting, as a quick skim, a warm-up. But here's what few realize. This chapter isn't just a warm-up, it's the foundation of the whole discipline. Students who score above 80% in MA consistently say they mastered Chapter 1 deeply. A recent ACCA survey showed these top performers understood cost behaviors and purpose more thoroughly, meaning they could build mental models, not memorized lists. That clarity, it ripples. Every cost, behavior, budget, variance, thinking style, they all come back to this introduction. If the foundation is shaky, everything built on it wobbles. If you've ever felt lost when formulas hit your notes or stuck when you try to apply concepts to real business problems, it's because most of your peers skipped the real purpose behind this chapter. 2. What you're actually learning. The 3 pillars of MA Foundation up. Purpose, the why behind the cost. Let's be honest, definitions are boring until they serve you. You're not memorizing management accounting is. You're learning to answer real questions. Should we expand production or rent extra factory space? What happens if direct costs go up 15%? How do we still maintain profit? This is the first emotional shift. You go from passive memorizer to problem solver. Your brain fires up. You see that costing isn't a textbook chore. It's a tool. Statistic. Businesses that use management accounting in decision making see 20% higher project success rates because decisions backed by structured cost insight outperform others. B. Scope and types. Building your toolkit. Think of cost classification like a Swiss Army knife. You need sharp, reliable tools. And Chapter 1 gives you the basics. Direct versus indirect costs. Fixed versus variable versus semi-variable cost behavior under different production volumes. Here's a human moment. A student we worked with said, "When I finally got that variable costs rise with volume but fixed stay, the fog lifted. Suddenly, variance analysis felt logical." That insight took her grade from passing to confident distinction. Company X produced 1,000 widgets. Fixed overhead was $5,000 per month. Variable cost was $2 per widget. They thought cost would stay the same, whether they made 900 or 1,100, they were wrong. When they optimized production, profits shifted so significantly, their ROI jumped by 8% in just a month. This is what Chapter 1 builds, a cost mindset. 3. The 4-step deep mastery. Blueprint. Instead of passively reading, let me show you the blueprint that ties everything together. Map the cost universe, draw real-life tables for your own expenses, rent, groceries, phone bills, classify them. Visual mapping dramatically boosts retention and sparks aha moments. Simulate changes. Pretend your rent doubles or your bill splits into fixed and variable. Observe how total cost behaves. This isn't busy work. It's muscle memory for decision making. Ask the why thinking questions. Why is this cost fixed? What would convert it to variable? What decisions can it drive? These questions elevate you from memorizer to strategic analyst. Teach someone else, even if it's to your phone camera or friend. You lock in understanding by explaining. Studies show people who teach perform 90% better in retention. Let's be honest, cramming formulas doesn't give you control. This blueprint gives you confidence and clarity. Here's what no one told you about costs. Telling apart fixed and variable isn't just technical, it's psychological. It's the difference between planning with control and reacting in crisis. 4, real-world case when mindset meets. Money, industrial bakery. Rise and Shine faced runaway waste. They were focused on volume until one manager asked, which costs truly fluctuate per loaf? They discovered that labor was semi-variable, part fixed, part overtime based. That insight triggered them to reorganize shifts and cut labor cost by 15% in 3 months. Suddenly, Chapter 1 wasn't academic. It was bottom line real, your homework. Think of one process you care about studying, a side hustle, or business. Map costs for it. See if you can separate fixed and variable. Even a simple list unlocks new choices. Want real control? Find that one cost in your life you thought was unchangeable and challenge it. Fixed isn't always fixed. 5, analytics, hard data behind the theory. Companies that track cost behavior per product line increase profitability by 30% because they stop cross-subsidizing hidden loss-making items. Students using deep mapping strategies in MA outperform others by 2 grades on average. Research out of London School of Business. Fact-based, magnetic, repeatable. That's what education should feel like. So ask yourself, what choices are you already making without understanding the cost logic behind them? Pause after this video, do your 30-minute workout. Share what you discovered in the comments, your aha moment or resistance or next application. Let's spark that clarity together. You're one step ahead of most. This isn't the end. It's your starting point. And trust me, once you've nailed Chapter 1, the rest is carte blanche. Welcome to the future of your ACCA success.